Hey there, tarot friends. Happy Thursday. Thank you all for being here, even though I had to switch it up this week. As most of you probably saw in the group, that as soon as I signed off on Tuesday after our archetypes talk, and I said, see you Friday, which like normally I don't even say. As soon as I said that, I thought, no, you won't, because I have an appointment. And my baby appointments are far away from here, about an hour and 15 minutes, because I'm just really picky about where I deliver. And so I'm going back to the same place where I delivered Max. And at that time, we lived in Attica. So it was still a little bit of a hike from there, like 45 minutes to that doctor, to the midwives. And then I think it was a little over an hour to that hospital, even from our old house. So that distance really isn't going to be much different. That one's going to be about the same driving from here to the hospital. But from going here to the midwives, it's longer than what I used to do when I was expecting Max. So anyway, the point of this is when I have a baby appointment, it's not always a full day thing. It's not that long, but tomorrow I have an ultrasound and a regular appointment. And it's like a half-hour ultrasound to do like the full body scan, all the baby measurements and everything. So yeah, it takes a good chunk of the day. Sometimes I'll work a couple hours in the afternoon or whatever, but usually I don't. Usually Max goes to my friend Julie's and her parents. This time my mom is coming here to watch him because it's a little bit earlier in the day. And then that way I don't have to drive to Lansing and back before I even get on the road for the appointment. Anyway, all of this rambling is to say all of that ran through my head when I said, see you Friday. And I was like, no, there's no way because I have a morning appointment. So anyway, thanks for switching it up with me and hanging out on a casual Thursday. I'm treating it like Friday because I'm off tomorrow for the appointment anyway. Let's say some hellos. Scott says, good morning, Mom to be again. Deanne, excited to get my front row seat. Hope you had a beautiful birthday. Well, thank you for that lovely message. My birthday was really awesome. Had a great weekend. I've been talking to some people and I said when I went out on Saturday, but I really went out on Sunday. Not that matters, but do you ever tell someone like the wrong detail and then you feel bad like you lied even though like it doesn't matter? Anyway. That might just be my neurotic self worrying about nothing. But yeah, so Saturday, I kind of don't remember what we did. But then Sunday, I went out. My mom and stepdad came over in the morning and brought cupcakes and a little gift and then hung out for a few hours. And then I went to lunch with my best friend, Julie. We went and sat outside on a patio at a place in Lansing called the People's Kitchen, and it was really awesome. I'd been there once before. But anyway, yeah, had some Ryan and Max time and had some Julie time and had some mom and stepdad time, and it was great. It was really awesome. Shauna, hello, good morning. Thank you for being here. I need to watch Shauna's room tour. I need to do that. I have a lot of catching up to do, but work has been busy. And so I've been popping into lives when I can. And really I'm like way behind on recorded videos. Hello, Jamie. Good morning. Or she is working and listening and trying to pay attention to chat. So thank you so much for tuning in. Yay. Hello, Sandra. Sandra, I just was thinking about you because I had my necklace. I don't know what day it was, but I wore maybe last Friday, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I almost put this one on today, but I showed off, again, your little treasure for me from Glastonbury. I wore this a couple weeks ago, I think, and I almost put it on today, but I thought I should calm and ground myself for the day. So I put on my Jonathan necklace, my hair. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep messing with it. It's just a mess. Sorry, it's extra casual day. Making sure everyone is accounted for. Oh, it jumped. It jumped. Soon as I get to like a calm place of thinking I caught up, then it jumps, which is great. I'm so glad you're all here, but then I just feel bad because I'm scrolling around, but it is fine. Okay, I think, oh, Debbie's here. Hello. Thank you for being here. Alex is here. Looks like Robin is also here. I'm just going to use the comments saying hello to people instead of going all the way back. Zane, hey, I got a notification this morning, and Orshi, this is a message for you too, because both of your decks are coming together along with Julie's Spoopy Lenormand. Should be arriving around October 12th or 13th. All three of my friend decks are coming. They have finished processing the order, I guess. That's what the email says. So Justin, hello, commuting, but wanted to say hi. Click, click, click. Sorry, loud laptop. Oh, Justin says, happy belated. Thank you. It is still September for the rest of the day. So I totally accept all of these wishes. Let's take a drink. Sip, sip. Okay, that took a long time because I could tell when I put my face up here that this was super hot. I warmed it up again before I came in here. And I'm glad I went so slow because it is super hot. I hardly ever reheat my coffee, and so I didn't know how long to do it, and I guess it was way too long. Y'all, I can't even do it. Okay, it's fine. Look at this mess. Okay, sorry. I'll just leave my coffee alone now. I can't sip right now. It's too hot. I can get like tiny micro sips. Thanks for hanging out with me. Angie's here, Tiny Trinkets and Tarot. I'm hoping I'm not missing anyone. I'm sorry. I'm being like really weird today. Zane's got hi, hi. Everyone's saying hi. Oh, I'm going to read this out since Justin's driving. Alex says, Justin, the wearer of the only beard I shall ever envy. What's up, buddy? Just so you know. Yes, extra casual day with my unbrushed hair and my too hot coffee. I'm a mess. Jamie says, I do the same thing with my Jonathan necklace, total grounding. Yes, I'm definitely going to bring this to Traverse City with me this weekend. I'm so excited to go be doing a thing. It's a really strange. I haven't done anything like this whole time, really. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about it. Like safety-wise and everything like that. I'm so excited. I cleaned up my car the other day. Going to be cleaning the inside of it today. Like I took stuff out and organized. I had like books in there for Max and just like a bag of like catch-all stuff, like some mail and shipping tape and I don't know, just a bunch of randomness that ends up in your car. So I got that cleaned out the other day, and today I'll be like vacuuming it and actually cleaning the inside, getting ready to go. I'm so excited. I did like the laundry for things I wanted to take with me. I even went shopping yesterday and bought a pair of maternity jeans, which is like so exciting to me. I didn't want any when I was pregnant with Max. Like I just wasn't wearing jeans. Currently, I have 2 pair of jeans. They don't fit me right now because of my belly. Like they might, but I don't know. I think I need to size up anyway from the last time I wore jeans, which was probably 2 years ago. Of those 2 pair, I only knew where one was anyway. So despite all the clothes I have, I didn't have any jeans. I just wanted like cute pair of like fall jeans that I could wear when we're just like walking around town, Traverse City. So I went and got a cute outfit yesterday. So exciting. Scott says, in my regular PJs, working from home. Right, extra casual. Sip, sip, puff, puff. Regina's here. Hello. Okay, I think I'm almost caught up. No, Scott, I was not guzzling it. I was like hardly drinking any. I was being super slow so I didn't burn myself. But then I don't know. Let me try one more. Yum. Robin says, never heard of maternity jeans, elastic waist. That's what they used to do back in the day. But now it's like the front is kind of like fake. Like they cut off the front a little bit. So there's no zipper or snap. Sometimes you can get them like that. But there's like the jeans that I got, like they just kind of stop. And then it turns into like a big band, like a spandexy thing. And you can like pulls up all over your belly if you want. You can roll it down too. It doesn't matter. But sort of like a band on like yoga pants. That sort of started out as like a maternity thing. So you just have like a longer shirt on, and like the front pockets on the ones I got aren't even real, but the back ones are. I was kind of annoyed, but it just kind of like cuts off like the front, and then there's just like a big like panel. Oh yeah, Shauna said a big panel. But then I can still feel like in the fall spirit, and I don't mind wearing leggings in public, but I mean, I just wanted to feel like I had a real outfit on and not wear leggings the whole time I was in Traverse City. So I'm going to try to get dressed like a real person. Anyway, Jamie is still in bed with one of the dogs, special coffee from hubby and all of us. Look at that. Okay, so today we don't really have a plan, which is that normal. Why can't I even talk? What I'm trying to say is that's not really unusual for a casual Friday, especially. So I just thought one thing we'll do, which I think I mentioned last time because we saw my unopened Pagan Otherworlds, Justin's favorite. I don't really remember when I got this. I think I maybe ordered it in December. And then I believe I think I sent something to Sandra in January, at the end of January, to be fair, but still. And I think it was this. I'm confused because I've sent a couple things, nothing has shown up. So I'm not going to bitch about that right now. But what we're going to talk about is the fact that I was waiting. I was keeping this, like it's still taped shut. I was keeping this so that I didn't open mine before Sandra got hers and opened hers. Well, then she never got it. Okay, she says, yeah. So on January 28th, I took this to the post office. I also took something for Chris Kelly. That thing he still has not received either. He did receive one thing from me a couple months ago that did finally show up. But the Sandra thing that I sent in the spring still did not show up. So I'm hoping that they're like working backwards, and I don't know. Point being, I've come to the decision to go ahead and open this and then to put out into the universe. I'm releasing this energy now, and then I hope that this magic helps Sandra's package arrive. It's okay, Sandra. Don't feel sad for me. I feel sad for you and people that I send things to that never get there. Like, why can everyone else send people things and I can't? You know why? Because Chicago, okay? So it sucks, and anyway, I'm going to open it, and we are going to we're going to hope that that helps magically. We're going to hope that helps Sandra's packages arrive as well. Debbie says, today is my late day, so I won't be driving to work while you're showing things. Oh, usually we're commuting with Debbie too, but look at that. She gets to hang out with us. Okay, the coffee's drinkable now. Jamie says, everyone freaked out when I edged my Uzi. It's like, it's whatever. For your decks, it's whatever you want to do. She says, mine was a gift from Mendy and I'll never get rid of it. And I edge everything. I want to edge most things. There's only a few that I probably wouldn't, but I'm just behind on that. Anne just says, I'm in bed too. We're all in bed together. Isn't that nice? Oh, Debbie's crocheting and listening and watching. Sip, sip. Okay. Anyway. Oh, or Debbie's, this is like her late day of like, she doesn't have to be into work as early as she usually does, I think is what she means. So she's usually commuting during my 9 o'clock. But since we're on Thursday, it's her late day and she has to hang out. I know. Sandra, this is how I felt about, like, I was surprised when Chris got the thing I sent him at the beginning of June, I think. I was surprised even that showed up, but hey, who knows? It's just so terrible. So terrible. Oh, well. I really, really tried. Okay, this I'll probably save to send out something else. So let's put that over there. Okay. Oh, yeah, Robin is inspired by Debbie being creative. So we have this nice little bag. And so this is one I thought about for a long time. Now I've had it sitting here a long time. It also comes with this like fancy bookmark, like this gold. You can't really see how sparkly it is. But yeah, a little thank you bookmark, I'm assuming. And then the box is wrapped. So this is one I thought about for a long time. Like when I first got on TarotTube, and I saw this deck, I thought, wow, that's really beautiful. But then it just stayed on my list and stayed on my list, and other things came up that were more enticing to me at the time, right? Things just kind of take over and you think, oh, I need this, or there's a limited run of this, or whatever, you know, how we make these decisions. Jamie says to Zane, it is a cardstock that feathers, so you would be super unhappy. I did it like an antiquing, so it turned out pretty. Right, see, if you have questions about decks and edging, oh, she said don't break the seal. I got you. Okay, thank you. Open from the bottom, that's what Usi means. So yeah, it just was on my list, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But then I just always kept thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm finally gonna get it. And in some chat, me and Sandra were both talking about it at the same time. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get Sandra one too, because these are made in Michigan in the beautiful Upper Peninsula. And that's where I live, in the Lower Peninsula, but still in Michigan. And I didn't know that until I got online to order it. And I'm like, you know what? Boom. I'm going to send a gift. And no, it didn't work. Hi, Diane. Thank you so much for being here. This is really difficult to open. Okay, we're going to make it happen. Who is, oh, Mariah. All right. This is, can I bite it? No, not yet. Okay, oh, my hair just got in there. Let's not cut that. Oh, you guys, are you kidding me? I might have to open the top and then still just try not to break the seal up there. I was trying to cut this along the bottom, but it's just not working. Oh yeah, and Sandra says that she did get a copy gifted to her by someone else, and that it's been so long, like that's gonna happen. If these, you know, all the other things, Sandra, if they ever show up, you can use them for trades or selling them and getting something you want, because the whole point was to give you something that you would love and be happy with. So if they ever show up, they can be treasures to trade or sell or whatever. Maybe they'll show up at Christmas. Maybe it'll be Christmas gifts. The US is a mess, so I doubt it will be a while. Oh, she says if it comes, I will keep it as a backup. It's totally up to you, really. Okay, fuck. Okay. Oh, there's a thing on it, y'all. Why am I so dumb? Okay, well, there's a little pull tab, but kind of not. Okay, there is. Idiot. Okay, I cannot. Thanks for hanging out while I take 5 minutes to sip my coffee and open Pagan Otherworlds. Fuck's sake. Oh. Okay. Are you kidding me? I'm done. Something is in my eye. Wow, this is why we usually have Casual Friday, because I guess on Thursdays I'm an extra mess. Okay, putting these in here. Okay, there is a thing in it, she says. Okay, now I'm opening the bottom. I'm not going to forget. Ooh, the box is like really nice feeling. It's textury. Yeah, Sandra. Fuck's sake. Okay, yesterday, if you all have been around toddlers, he's not really a toddler anymore. He's like a preschooler, but he doesn't go to preschool. Anyway, yesterday, Max was taking, okay. One of these just came out of order. The Seeker. Hold on, I'm the worst. That goes before the Fool. I don't know. Oh, it smells like old library. Oh, bye, Shauna. Have an awesome day. Okay, so my story before I forget. Okay. Yesterday, Max was taking so long. Now, kids are like this, especially at this age. They soak in every moment of everything they're doing, or they're running around like a crazy person and not absorbing anything, right? There's like two speeds, super effing slow or running around like tearing up the house, okay? I can't remember what he was holding yesterday, but he wanted help with something. And like, I try to be so patient. And I was sitting on the couch, had my laptop on, I'm working. He comes up and I think it was maybe Legos that were stuck together. And he's like, just holding it. Look, he's like, Mom, can you help me with this? It's stuck all together. And I was like, oh, sure. And then he's just standing there and he's just like looking at it. And I guess he was like sort of slowly moving it toward me. And I was just like, fucking hand it to me. But I didn't say it like angry. It's just like you would say it to a friend. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you have friends that you swear to. And as soon as I said it, I was like, oh, sorry, baby. I'm not trying to cuss at you. But I could not. Like, there just comes this moment where like the fuse runs out in the brain and you're just like, fuck, hand me the Legos. Okay. Anyway, I don't even remember now what reminded me of that. I'm the worst today. Jamie, I did not get the big book. I'm very tempted to. But at the time, I used my little, I'm very budgeted in my tarot column of my spreadsheet, and I bought the second deck to send on as a gift instead of getting the big book. So there you go. That's good karma for me. Like, something great, I'm sure, has happened since then. But I probably will, especially for something like this. Alex says I could watch a whole video about sniffing decks and books. Well, good, because I feel like I'm just sitting here doing nothing. She recommends it. Okay. Yeah, I could watch people snap stuff because it's just like, oh, yeah. Yes. And it's like with other people's kids, if I'm just around them for a little bit, like it's so easy to be patient because you're like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. And yes, you're 3.5 and you're having so much fun just looking at those Legos. But when it is all day long with your own kid and you've told them, you're like, hey, can we please, I know you're taking your time and enjoying that, but let's just go a little quicker. Like I try to be so gentle and everything, but I couldn't the other day. I was like midway through like putting stuff in a spreadsheet for work, and I was probably like remembering a number in my head or something, and I'm just like, give me the thing, just hand it to me. Oh my gosh, you're so close. Ooh, that's so cool. I remember Jamie talking about her grandmother being a librarian and her live with Gerald the other day. That's so cool. Okay, so anyway, I'm just sitting here again, doing nothing. Sip, sip. Now it's perfect. Okay, is this the top? I need help. Okay, no, it goes this way. So another thing about this deck, it comes with moon cards. Beautiful. Let's get these scissors out of the way before I ruin everything. Beautiful crescent. Robin is the mommy coffee. Yes. Next week after I'm back from my quick weekend away, not really weekend, it's just one night away. I'm leaving early Saturday morning and I'll be back like mid-afternoon on Sunday. But yeah, and they are glittery and gorgeous, as Sandra says there. You can kind of see it a little bit. So I love that. But yes, I need to order more mommy coffee when I get back. I do have some other like decaf on hand. And again, I can even have regular. I just can only have one if I do a regular. So there are those. We have the Seeker, which this fell out, but I think if I'm remembering correctly, it's like a pre-card, right? Like pre-fool. And it's just, everything is so beautiful. Yeah. And again, this one I think is going to be one that I get the book, the big book. Now, we don't have to look at this whole thing. Most of you have seen this, but I just wanted to open it with you because we went through my unopened stash a few weeks ago, and now there are other things that are here unopened. So I'm like, okay, let's just get these going. Alex says the Seeker is my favorite tarot card ever. It's really gorgeous. Love this High Priestess. So yeah, it's really, really beautiful, beautiful artwork. The Empress is cool. She has like this little scepter, like a crystal sphere in the top, which I kind of have too, but I can't reach it. Remember when I showed you the curtain rod? I had two, and Ryan cut them apart and put them together to like make my curtain rod in here. And so I have the leftover part and he put them together. So it's my little staff. Oh, the Seeker and Harry Potter. Yes. I have, well, it's not golden on my leg. It's just black ink, but I have the snitch from Harry Potter as one of my 6 tattoos. Witch Baby Farmer. Hello, I think I recognize you from Kelly Bear's channel. Yes, Pagan Otherworld. I am just opening this today. I've had it for a very long time. Was waiting for a friend to receive hers and she never did. And so today I'm releasing this energy and just going with it. This bear is so gorgeous. Everything's gorgeous. It's like a smooth linen. Like you can still feel the texture. I love linen cards. And I'm so very happy to have this in my collection and open to use now. So I think this might be like a really good November deck. So maybe I will use that. I also think I'm going to get my stuff together and like double up decks going forward. I used to always do a tarot and an oracle, and I want to get back to that. Last month I did it. This month I did not. I meant to use my Phenomena Oracle for September along with my Star Child, and I just didn't do it. So, yeah, that's a thing about me. Sometimes I do that even when there isn't a purpose, really. But now I kind of have more time. My son is in this kind of like sweet spot of being able and willing to entertain himself. So I get a little more time than I used to. So yeah, anyway, we'll just flip through the majors. Look at Temperance. I love like drapey clothing. Like the Tarot of Delphi, I don't have, but like that's so gorgeous. And this kind of reminds me of that too. This sort of scratches that itch, as Lisa Pappas would say, about this devil's super creepy and pagany, as it were. As it were. I love that. Like even the tower is beautiful because like her dress is just like, it's just gorgeous. The star. But yes, next month for October, I think I'm going to get back to tarot and oracle together for my dailies. And then also, as I've mentioned before, I sometimes will do a weekly reading or a monthly reading or both, and I will use different decks for those. So I think for October, I'm going to get really set up and back to a daily, a weekly, a monthly with different decks. Okay, let's go back. I lucked into the Tarot of Delphi before it disappeared. I remember seeing you show that, Robin. And you know what? I think when you showed it, I think that was the most I had seen of it, the most I had watched of it. Because I remember, like when I think about that deck, I think about your video. So I think that must be the case. Like I had seen it before, like little bits and pieces. Oh, Debbie's making something with all the houses from Harry Potter. Robin says it's pretty, but I don't read with it. Tarot of Delphi, I think, is what he's talking about. Is Usi the best place to buy this deck? I would say so, just because if I ever can buy it direct, then that's what I do. And that's what I did with this one. And it arrived quickly. I mean, of course, I'm in state, but it did have to come. I think they're in the Upper Peninsula. I think it had to come down over the bridge. But yeah, I would say so. Jamie's going to get hers out. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Which baby farmer says the devil looks like one of those insects that pick up other insects and wears them as camouflage, right? It's like that kind of creepy. Ooh, like using other things, using other people. That's a good. Oh, or she got some HP collectible cards yesterday. That's cool. I have playing cards. I have Harry Potter playing cards. Debbie's working on a blanket. Jamie says yes, Usi is the best place to get it. Yeah, I remember being really happy with the process. Didn't take long at all. The world. Oh my gosh. I know I said I was just going to show the majors, but this ace pence is another reason. Like I want that tattooed. Isn't that amazing? So beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to try to make a note that this will be my November deck. I think that's great. Okay. Someone mentioned the Queens earlier. Oh, an Addams Family deck. I see talk about wishing there was one of those. Here's the Ace Cups. I'm just kind of flipping through. Oh, Jamie says queens, pretty please. Hold on. Queen pence. Yes, we can look at them. Queen wands. Do, 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 do. Those are the wands. Do, do, do. These are the pence. We already got her out. Yeah. Yeah. Let's check it out. Like the light blue background is amazing. Here's the Two of Swords, which you know I love. Amazing. They run backwards, so that's why I'm flipping around a little bit here. And there's our cups. Okay. Yes, we can do whatever. I'm just sitting here babbling. So, oh, Christina Ricci. Yeah. I just want to shuffle these for a minute. Oh, yeah. And I can smell it again. Oh, it's really good even for overhanding. I don't mind riffling any deck that feels like I could riffle it, but I'm not going to do that to this one yet. I'm not anti, I'm just not doing it yet. But this feels and sounds so good. Yes, they make a great sound. Okay, here's our queens. I had to shuffle them up because I took the queens out. Does that make sense? Just had to mix it up. Okay, so here's our queen cups. And like this deck, I'm a borders person usually, and I love the borders on this because they're not sharp, like from one image to the border. You know, it's just this nice, I don't know, I just love borders. Do you shuffle in the moon cards or read them separately? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I tend to shuffle in extra cards. So I probably will do that. Unless I was reading for someone else, doing a client reading. In that case, it might depend. I would just use my intuition on if I should leave those in, but usually I do. I might draw an extra one. Like if I were doing like a 5-card reading or 6 cards and an extra card came up, I might then do an extra and then move that depending on where it fell in the spread, like move it to the top to be like an umbrella for the reading, or move it to the bottom and be like a summary card. It just kind of depends. Or she is taking off. It's nephew time. We'll have a great time. Queen of Swords, so awesome. Jamie says that she always shuffles in extra cards, but for this one, for some reason, she leaves the moon cards separate. And I could see that because it tends to be, like, I don't necessarily read moon phase cards as the actual moon phases. If someone were asking about timing, then I would use it in that way. But a lot of times I do blind readings, and so I don't even know the question. I would say you can ask me a question, or I can do this blind and then we can talk about it. And if you need more clarification on anything, we can do that. So for this, I probably would say, you know, this energy, like the energy of like crescent moon, is something that you should apply now, not necessarily wait until a crescent moon to do this thing. But again, that would just be intuition. And when I see it, I'd be like, oh, this is that kind of like creative emerging energy that you need. Like as a, like an affirmation or encouragement to whatever is showing up in the reading. I would probably do it that way unless I was specifically asking my guides and deck about timing. Alex says that he uses the closest to the current phase as a sort of signifier. So you could do that. You could pull them out and use it that way and sort of set up the intention or the energy instead of waiting to see what comes out. Hello, Beth. Thank you for being here. Sandra says, I was thinking of using the moon ones on my altar for whichever phase the moon is in. That's also a great idea. You can take out extra cards, especially moon phase or like zodiac cards that comes with decks. That come with decks, you could use as altar cards. That would be amazing. Let's shuffle our queens in. Do I see a relationship between the moon cards and the number 18 moon card? That's a good question. Jamie says, good idea, Sandra. Alex says, good idea, Alex. Thank you, thank you. Do you see a relationship? Okay, so if I would probably make note of it if they came up together, like if the tarot moon card came up with a moon phase card, I would probably see what was going on there. But until you said that, I hadn't even thought of it. So probably not unless it came up in a pattern, which a lot of times, especially for myself, I do really big spreads. And so that might be more likely to happen. And then I probably would. Great questions. Okay, last sniff before it goes away. So pretty. Okay. I want these like, oh no, they want to be like this. All right, check box, don't do me wrong. Oh, what did Chris say I'm supposed to do? God. Okay. Everything's fine. I'm going to do the Chris Kelly trick. Does it really work? Or is he cooler than me? No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work when I do it. Everything's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay, Chris says, all easy and casual like, just slant your deck so that the bottom one, well, I don't have big Chris Kelly hands, okay? That's the first problem. I'm about to VR my good buddy. Okay. Then he says, you just do this. You just put this against the back and then drop them in. Okay, there it worked. Thanks, Chris. Love you lots. It's fine. It is genius, Regina, if it works. Yay, we did it. Okay, but see, it still took all of that time to like tuck that in. It's not like when he did it, but it's fine. I'm going to get better at that. Alex says, see, everyone's trying to help me in my pre-anger. I did not see Tony's. I saw the video go up, but I did not watch it. But I need to. Alex says, put the moon cards in first. Thank you all really for the help because I started this mess and I'm sorry for anyone who's annoyed by it. But you know what? It's just real life for me. Okay. Oh, rock the box back and forth. See all these things. Ellie, hello. Thanks for being here. Okay. Which Baby Farmer? I did not get the guidebook, but I am thinking about it. It's still kind of on my wish list. But at the time, I bought 2 decks from there, and I wanted to have 2 decks rather than the deck in the book. But it is on my list, and I think it would be something I would do because it has all of this like atypical information in it, right? That I think would be really awesome. Okay. Today was like extra babbly. We have a little more time and I'm going to show you, speaking of getting back into that tarot and oracle vibe and not just one or the other. I used my Enigma oracle in August and that was really awesome. I'm also going to slice open my Moon Baby deck, I think, and show a couple of those, even though there's lots of walkthroughs and everything, but just to get everything on my table open, because I've had this sitting here for a while. But I'm also going to show I have so many favorites, but this Antiquities of Magic Oracle is really one of my favorite like across the board decks, like tarot, oracle, whatever. Just love it. Alex says, do it. Debbie says, I took out my Deviant Moon deck for October. I'm sure TBR will have me putting them in a bag. I know, it's awful. Okay. Sip, sip, and then we will open Moon Baby. So I don't have any sealed decks on my table. Beth, the Oracle or Moon Baby? You must know about Moon Baby. So this Antiquities and Magic Oracle is by Jillian C. Wild, the creator of the Naked Heart Tarot. She also has an animal deck in progress right now, and an animal tarot deck, I believe. And she does have an RWS coming out that she just announced a couple weeks ago. I really highly recommend, if you like activities and spread ideas and journaling ideas, Jillian C. Wild offers a really thorough like newsletters and journal prompts and things like that. So it's just amazing. So yeah, Beth, Naked Heart, it's so good. And this art is in that same style. Her other decks are going into different art styles, but these, I'll show some, but these are done in that same, like the animals in here look similar, right? So let's slice open Moon Baby, and then we will get into Antiquities a little bit. Yay, Regina. Okay. Scissors, here we go. Just slice open this Moon Baby. So yeah, Beth, it's really amazing. Sandra, I think you would like it because we like most of all the same things. Ooh, and it's the idea of it. So the subtitle down here, now it also says volume 1, so I'm very excited. I hope someday there's a volume 2. So this says traditional tarot symbols. So that's the idea of it. It's light and dark, it's balanced, and it's a symbols-based deck, right? Which I love. It's like simple, but it's really beautiful, and the book is awesome. And so it takes the RWS meanings of those symbols, plus explains like the historical, archetypal meanings of them, which they're likely the same as why they're used in the RWS, but do you know what I mean? It details that kind of thing. That, this is the core of that symbol. Jamie and Sandra are thinking about that deck. Patrice is here. Lovely. Hello. Okay, so Moon Baby officially opened now, unsealed. The box feels great. Opens just so lovely without any rage at all. Again, most of you have seen this. Oh, this one's really good too. Doesn't smell like old library. Smells more like Kinko's, like copy paper. Okay, anyway, Brant has a channel. If you do not know that or you do not have this, you can check this out. I believe this is still available on Etsy. This is the Kickstarter version. Beautiful design on this little pullout. Boom. Moon Baby Tarot First Edition. Alex says the pink edging came out way cleaner than I thought. Super dope project. Yes. Oh, the key from the original backs is inside. So for anyone that doesn't know, or anyone possibly watching this back 50 years from now, this is a redoing of the hoi polloi. Chris, I was just I was talking about you maybe 3 or 4 minutes ago. So you maybe need to watch back when I'm trying to put my pagan other worlds away, and I tried to channel you. The Moon Baby cardstock feels different to any other that Robin has. Sandra says she wasn't able to get this one, but it looks cool. Well, oh my gosh. I have an extra one, Sandra. Maybe I could send it to someone who's not in the Chicago jet stream, and then they could send it on to you. Because my friend Liz still never answered me. So, okay, I'm going to stop being like hyper mad. Okay. The pink, now you can't tell as much in person. Yeah. Oh, Debbie's selling me out. But you know I love you, Chris. It's not, I'm just mad at check boxes. It's not your fault. You're only trying to help. And I used your method and it worked, okay? With some problems, but that's only because it's me. Like, I honestly want, I'm sure we could figure something out, Sandra. Where is it? Oh, that's the one thing that's still under my table is my extra moon baby. And I'm not that like hung up on waiting to hear back from Liz, because like if she really wanted it, she would have responded to me. I know she's really busy, but like it's whatever. And it's still available. So like she could still buy it if she really wanted it. But anyway, ooh, this is nice. I'm going to shuffle it, okay? Because you've already seen a walkthrough and it's like begging to be shuffled. But yeah, what I was starting to say is that I do want to hold on. Alex says the more coffee I'll drink, the higher I get to start my day. Oh my gosh. Okay. What was I saying? I do want to see if I send stuff to Justin and then he sends it to people across the pond to see if it works. Because everyone else can send stuff. And they're like, oh, look what my friend from the States sent me. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad it worked. So maybe Moon Baby will be our experiment. And yeah. Anyway. King of Swords. I love the clouds in the back, and it kind of looks like little rain falling down. I mean, I think that's just a design element, but that's what it makes me think of, those lines. Use FedEx, says Diane. That is a thing that I've thought about too, that I should send it from like not USPS. Don't send it from the West Coast. God, yeah, what is wrong with me? Thank you all, honestly, for hanging out on a Thursday. I've been like a train wreck today. Sorry. Ace of Cups. I'm just showing a couple. We just wanted to get this open and in a happy home on my tarot shelf. What do I want to show? You've seen most of this. I love the font. I love like the big like bubble titles. I just love it all. It is more costly, but FedEx gets their lickety split with no fees for the recipient. Ooh, look how smart Diane is. Yeah, I honestly good to know that it costs more. I don't really mind that. I don't need to get all political and philosophical about that, but I have the money in my tarot budget to send things to people, and then it doesn't work and I get real mad. So if I have to pay a little bit more, I chose really awesome options to send from USPS. So I don't think it'd probably even cost me any more than like the options I choose at USPS. I was like, paying out to send these things. Okay, I'm not really this mad. But anyway, maybe Moon Baby will be our test deck to see if I can send it to someone else first and then they can send it on. Yes, it is all the fault of, what's his name? DeJoy? Yeah, it's really a terrible situation. Yes, another deck opened that I can work with now. Let me shift back to happy. Debbie says those are so pretty. All right, you know what? We're going to FedEx it. Maybe that'll be... Oh, Jamie says our FedEx won't do international from here, unfortunately. Okay, so what I need to do is see if I can FedEx from here. Okay. All right. Yeah, DeJoy. Blah. Yeah, I think I paid $60 every time that I sent something over. So, yeah. Alex, smoke more weed and the happy never goes away. I'm not smoking any weed, but I'm happy that you're happy. Sip, sip for you, Alex, so you can puff, puff and get even higher. Does anyone remember who started this year's Spooky Decks hashtag? I saw a bunch of people like all at once and I couldn't really tell where it was coming from either. But I also haven't watched all of them, so maybe that would tell. But does anyone know the answer to this question that Regina has? Yes, Sandra, we will talk. I'll stop being just crazy on my channel. Okay. Everything's fine. Okay, so anyway, you all know this. You've all seen it. Now it's open and I can get this rocking and rolling. Let's just do this a little bit more. Oh, Scott's still here. LOL, he says. Oh, it smells good. And then when you shuffle it and you can hear the sound and like the ink smell and paper smells coming up. Oh, best. Alex says, did Chris start it? Regina said she saw some before that. I saw some before that too. Maybe Kelly Bear had some. I don't know. I really don't. Okay. So a few cards of Antiquities of Magic Oracle, and then I will let you all go on with your day. Oh, that box, that Moon Baby box is so smooth. Yeah. Yes, Witch Baby Farmer. The colors were all redone, and you can see the whole thing and hear Brant and see Brant talking about the process and everything on his channel. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Yes, DeJoy and the whole dumpster fire of a situation. It's terrible. Regina says, maybe I'll just do the tag and not sweat it. Yeah. Oh, Diane with more helpful tips. When you search the hashtag, you can then sort by the date posted. Yeah. Chris says, so I think Tony was the first one to do the tag, but she did that in response to Becca. So maybe Becca. Ooh, is it one of these that like the first person didn't necessarily make it a tag, but someone VR'd it and then there was a tag? You can just like throw out some names in the beginning, Regina, just name drop some people and no one's going to care, right? Okay. We'll look at a few of these and then I will let you go. Not that we have to go right at the hour, but I do have some work to do. Not much though. Oh, so I have these separated right now because I wanted to see if I could make a Lenormand deck out of it, and I can. Some of them are a stretch, but I'll go through really quickly and show you how I did that. There are some where you could choose other things, but so here are 36, and then here are the rest. They come edged in black like this, all super beautiful. Gosh, I love this. Okay, so the angel is the angel is the other person. This is just me. Again, this is just me putting Lenormand meanings onto the card. So this is like the other person. The armor is yourself. The globe is the book. Again, kind of a stretch, but it works for me. Look how beautiful. The feather is the letter. The wolf is the dog. Again, this is Antiquities of Magic Oracle by Jillian C. Wilde. The flower bouquet is the bouquet. This deck is so beautiful. I love it. Hold your breath for the backs, please, because look how gorgeous. Like, I want that whole thing just tattooed like there, just bigger, just the whole thing. Boom. It's so beautiful. Fish for the fish. Now there's only one, and I prefer multiple fish on my fish card, but like I don't care that much. Those backs go with the Dark Mansion. Yeah, Dark Mansion is a deck I don't have, but it does look like that. Coffin is the coffin. Lily is the lily. The castle is my tower. The bull is the bear. Sun is the sun. The house is the house. The cardstock is so nice. It's smooth matte. It's thick, which but not like crazy. It feels so nice, but it feels strong, like it has a core. You know what I mean? I don't really know. I'm not a cardstock person. I don't know how to describe it, but it's amazing. The wreath is what I use as the ring. It's really beautiful. The colors, the art, again, works so well with the Naked Heart Tarot because it's the same style. They use the same kind of like the little dotted lines and everything up here in that one too. They really work awesomely together. The lizard is my child card. Look how cute. The lobster is what I use for mice. Like with the pinchers, like eating away at stuff, like destroying things. You needed my little gesture to know what I was talking about, I'm sure. Pathway is the crossroads. Even though this shows not two choices, I mean, it just is what it is. You could walk under this, or you could go up and walk across the bridge, I guess. Yes, the lizard is so cute. I can't stand it. The horse is the rider. The moon is the moon. I love it. Heart is the heart. So if anyone's not familiar with Lenormand, when I'm saying the heart is the heart, that means there is a heart in a traditional Lenormand deck. When I'm saying the bull is the bear, then that's me putting that. This probably makes sense, but just to be clear, that's the one I chose to replace that card. And again, this was just sort of an exercise for me. I wanted to see if I could make it a Lenormand deck as well. Mountain is mountain. Isn't that beautiful? The bird is for the birds card. There's usually more than one bird. This is really special to me because after my surgery, I had a miscarriage last like August, September time. When I came out of surgery, when I was going in or out, I can't remember. I asked my baby what their symbol was going to be for me, what they wanted to be remembered as or symbolized as. And I saw this. Now, I had not opened this deck yet. It was at home, and this actually was sort of like my healing deck when I came home from that. This was the first deck I worked with after my miscarriage and surgery. And when I was flipping through and saw this, I mean, obviously, like my breath stuck in my chest. Like, this is exactly what I saw. Like, even with something hanging out of its mouth, like it wasn't that specific as this little like scrolly type thing, but there was like something like it had in its mouth. And yes, I see Sandra talking about the blue is so, like, it really is. The colors are really amazing. The bench is the garden. Yes, the bluebird would also make a great tattoo. Definitely thought about that. And I thought about that when my baby showed me that symbol, and then I saw the card, and then I really wanted it. Oh, and my mom got me a necklace. She brought it over like that night I got home or the next day or something. And it is a little, now to me, it doesn't look like an angel wing. It's just one. It looks sort of like a feather. And I haven't even worn it. I think it's back in this chest back here. I need to find it. But it looked like it might be an angel wing, like the side of it. Do you know what I mean? But to me, it really looked like a feather. And so like that was crazy too. Jamie says, I have the first 6 cards done in my Kipper deck. I like your use of this deck as a Lenny. Well, thank you. We would love to see your Kipper progress if you would like to show. Cloud is clouds. And it has like the rain on one side. So this works as like dark and light. Star is the star. And yes, lovely, isn't it, Sandra? I was happy to get like a quick, clear response. The ship is the ship. This is beautiful. Let's look at that again. And you'll see it has like the little burned edges, like the, or not like the Naked Heart. The Naked Heart doesn't have that. These sort of have that like antique-y feel. And Naked Heart is just like stark white background, which is another reason I love that deck because it just looks cool. This snake is amazing. Like, look at its little rainbow tail. Do you love it? I love it. Snake. Tree is the tree. Key is the key. Look how beautiful. I just love everything. So awesome. Oh, earlier I said the wolf is the dog. That's a lie. I've only used this for 2 Lenormand readings, just for myself and for a friend that's also into cards. So they kind of get it. But the wolf is the fox. Yes, Jamie says, I hear Kelly App's voice in my head. A ship is a ship is a ship. I know. Isn't that amazing? It's so ingrained. So the dog is the dog. The wolf is the fox. Sorry for that mix up. The flag. Do I remember what the flag is? Why is it in here? I do. I wrote these down the other day. I'm going to come back to flag. Does anyone know what that might be? The chain is the anchor. And you'll notice these little element signs throughout, right? So that's really cool too. Chain is my anchor. This one is kind of a stretch, but it's the visual of it. So the scale is my cross because there wasn't really anything else that stuck out to me that could be the cross. So the scale is the cross. The flag is not the letter, Diane, but good guess. The feather is the letter. And I'm trying to think what that flag is. Tulip, this one's tricky to remember too. So tulip is my clover. There are also sunflowers in this deck, but this had the green on it, reminded me more of clover, plus like the colors of like the flowers of a clover. So anyway, this is my clover. Again, bit of a stretch. The butterfly, which it says butterfly, but there's more than one. So butterflies are my stork. Positive movement and action. So that's, And then hammer is the scythe because it is a tool, but also it has like a cutting side that can, you know, cause maybe quick, unexpected pain, but then you're still getting something from it because this is helping you produce. The flag. Oh, I don't have my notebook in here either that has it in. I wrote things down the other day because when I was going through the reading with my friend, I said, I didn't remember what the butterflies were. So anyway, what's the flag? What am I missing? Oh, I could look at another one, the Norman deck. But anyway, we'll keep thinking about the flag. And I'll show you the rest of Antiquities of Magic oracles. So those were 36, and then here are the rest. Beth says that is such a sweet story. Going to share that with my daughter who lost her baby. October 2nd would have been the due date. She and hubby are having a ceremony. Bluebird is a wonderful symbol for you. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Beth. I remember you talking about that the other day, and it's terrible, you know. And the whole thing is a process. And I said the other day, you know, sometimes I feel totally fine and it's not in the front of my brain. And then the other day when I was getting Max ready for bed, we're like brushing his teeth and everything. And he just climbed down from his little stool. Like, I don't know. I just started sobbing about, I was going to say about nothing, but not about nothing. Cause like all of a sudden it's like, I could see another baby there and I'm pregnant now. So it's like, a lot of this might just be like getting mixed up in my head, but it's just hard. Jamie, good question. Because I thought about that the other day when I was trying to remember, but there is actually a coffin. So it wasn't that. But again, I want to kind of make myself work with this more to make it a thing and keep using it as Lenormand. Chris says a flag is announcing your allegiance, so kind of a big gesture, so bouquet, but no, it's not that, because there is actually a bouquet as well. Okay, how was this the last one in the stack? Because this was not the first one I showed. So like these cards are all mixed up. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? Flag, not the anchor. I thought that too the other day when I was trying to remember. You're all having the same ideas as I was. But it's not that. I'll have to look at a picture of what I did the other day was I Googled Lenormand cards and I was like, oh, it's that. It's not the anchor because my chain is the anchor. The horse is the rider, so it's not that. Hold on, let me just pull it up on my phone since you're all hanging out with me anyway. And you're being great. We will just look really quickly and then I'll show you the rest of the cards and then I will release you to your lives. Lenormand cards, images. The flag is not that. Oh wait, we didn't have a whip or a broom in here, but that's not what it was. Did I maybe separate the pile wrong? Because that's I think I messed something up because we're missing the whip or the broom. That's the one we didn't. That's definitely the one we're missing. That doesn't make sense. Shooty hoops. What did I do? I'll have to check my notebook. I thought I had it. Oh, flag. Diane says guest whip up here. Is that what I thought? Did I make it that? Because it was like the only thing. I don't know. Let's look at the rest. So Diane, you're right, because that's all that was left. But in my head, that is not making sense to me. The other ones, even though some of them were a stretch, make sense to me. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Like the hammer is like repetitive, like that could be, but so here's the pillars card. Ice. Lantern. That's so beautiful. Everything's beautiful. Rose. The ocean, like the ocean could be the whip, but it's not. It can be painful, but it's not really. Oh, no, flag was just mixed up. This staff, this was supposed to be my whip or broom. That's supposed to be it. The flag got mixed in the other day when I put them away, I think. So staff, that makes more sense to me. Snail, but very good idea. Diane said flags whip in the wind. Yes, but it needs to have that painful or like negative connotation to it for me to be able to really use it. The lion, look how precious his face is. Cute. The blindfold. Did I put this back in here? Because I want to make sure I separate it correctly now. The Sphinx. They smell good too. Sunflower. Fire. Pomegranate. The ram. Leaf. Like this could be clover as well, but I ended up using tulip. Grapes. Yes, the art, it's so amazing. I love this deck. It's one of my all-arounds, just like Mildred Payne when I say it's like overall of Tarot, Oracle, and Normand, like this is up there for me. This is so amazing. Bye for now, Sandra. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know I'm going way over. Hand, and it shows two hands kind of coming together. So this could be ring as well. I just really loved the wreath for that. The crown. Beautiful. And then a little note card. So I could use this. I could write this little message from Jillian to, oh, look, it's like, looks crazy. But it's not blurry like that. It's because it's shadowed on the card. And so the screen is picking it up like you're drunk or something. Ugh. Okay, anyway. I could write this little message in the junk journal and then use this picture because it is beautiful. This deck has been set with a healing intention of connecting you with the ancient wisdom of symbols. May it help deepen your relationship with self and the universe. All the answers you seek are mirrored in the divine. I am glad we have found each other. Love, Jillian. Isn't she sweet? Okay, so there's my Lenormand set and the other cards. And yes, flag tripped me up, but it was not supposed to be. So anyway, if you're looking for an oracle deck that doesn't have messages or that is kind of symbols based and pretty grounded, but also spirit side related to me, that's another important thing for me. Like, and that's how I feel about Mildred Payne, like the divination of it and everything. I just love this deck. It's nice little pocket size. So these are my blank cards that I believe are regular tarot size that I'm working on. And like this is the card to that. It is so nice. Also, I have my ring on today because I want to wear it in Traverse City, and I've had it off for a couple months because I'm like, oh, my fingers are going to get swelled up and it's going to get stuck and I'm scared, even though I wasn't that pregnant yet. But I wanted to wear it Saturday and Sunday when I'm in TC. So my beautiful ring is back on. Okay, yeah, I'm glad you all loved it. I wanted to wait for a while because I sent one of these out as a gift, and that person has it, and everything is cool. Not that I couldn't have shown it before, but I don't know, I wanted to wait for some reason. So yeah, beautiful Antiquities of Magic. Do check out Jillian's website and get subscribed. Like I said, she sends, I don't know if it's bi-weekly or if it's monthly, newsletters, reading prompts and things like that. Really, really awesome and involved. So if you're looking for something to kind of follow along with, that's a great thing. You don't have to have her Naked Heart Tarot to do that. You can use any deck. You know what I mean? It's really, really awesome, the stuff that she provides. So thank you all for hanging out and doing a little this and that with me, opening up the rest of the decks on my table and looking at one of my favorite oracles, one of my favorite decks. Jamie says, just use Windex if your fingers swell, not soap. It'll come right off. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, they're really not. It fits just the same as it did before. My belly is getting a little bigger, but I don't think I'm like swelling or anything. It was just like this irrational fear. So anyway, my pretty ring back on for my girls' weekend coming up. So thank you all for hanging out with me. I felt extra scattered today, but whatever. I didn't want to miss out on seeing you all this week, and I will be off the grid tomorrow for my appointment. So thank you all so much. Really needed this to be part of my week. I appreciate you so very much. It's Thursday. That means maybe a Regina Live coming up at some point. I did touch base with her to make sure I wasn't going to be interfering with anything. Check out Regina's channel for some really cool upcoming stuff. Beth says, I think it's a girl. I love to hear your guesses. We're not finding out, but I love to hear your guesses. Thank you so much. I will get a long ultrasound tomorrow, but we're not finding out. So, and that information actually is already like redacted in my record because of another test I got. And that also tells the sex of the baby. But they know we don't want to know. So we'll see. Thank you, Chris, for being here and hanging out with us on a Thursday. Thank you. Love you all. Have a really nice pre-weekend. Hope your Friday is awesome too. And I will see you soon.